can be a ragdoll too. Yes. So, this is the first game that was on Steam that was an Evolve game.
And
That's how old it is, 2005.
And it definitely shows.
Yes, we can max this baby and it doesn't even hit the frame rate.
Not only that, but it has no idea
what?
It has no idea what the controls are.
There's no controller support. That was like, I feel like, okay, I think because this game is so old, it's hard to like judge it fairly, but I thought it was exciting. I like the concept, like, I don't know how you managed to make the character like kick like that, spin kick, but the concept's great. It really reminds me, we played like a year or two ago, Mount Your Friends. This is like a funner version of Mount Your Friends.
Yeah.
Like. Mount Your Friends was like, lift your leg, lift your arm, you can do it. You really
yeah,
want to
now I remember how you would normally control ragdoll physics, and I
think if there was updated controller support, I know this game is like almost 15 years old now.
And I don't think the creator's even alive, let alone touching the game anymore.
Yeah, I don't think the game's being updated, unfortunately, but there's got to be controller support somewhere. I find it really hard to believe that there isn't. So I think if there was controller support, I'd give this game like 8 or 9 out of 10.
But at this point, we're probably going to have to give it a 7 or 6.
I'd give it a 5.
Oh, wow, that's
6.
low.
I feel like it's fun, but the problem is like you can't get we had to use the keyboard and like the mouse rather, built into a laptop, and I feel like if we could use the Xbox controllers, which are pretty much the standard for almost every game,
it could be somewhat bearable, but then you remember
I think this would be a great party game, but the fact that like your basic, what is the standard, considered to be a standard controller, doesn't work with this game. They could have updated it so that it would.
But instead,
there's not a lot of customization. I think you can choose between 10
different skins.
And like
each
there's
of
a
them,
to learn how to play the game. But
like the tutorial just takes the wind out of you, and it's like because you have to control the ragdoll and then make sure that your key is always generated.
That's what I think.
And it just like at this point, I'd rather play a Square Enix tutorial.
Yeah.
Because at least I get treated to a story and I get slowly...
I don't think this is even... Like, I think they got the style down pat. And the graphics are still decent. Like, they're not cutting edge. We put the film grain on. Maybe it looks better without it. But I just feel like if you can't control the game, you have to use the keyboard or mouse. I feel like controller support would really help. If we played it on PS3, which it came out on... maybe it would have been better, but like...
Yeah, because then we could probably just use that, the touchpad on that.
Or the controller itself, like, just basic...
Well, no, I'm thinking about how it would be played on a PS3. And
I think you would just hold down the button and press the other button. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, there's kind of no excuse at that point.
Well, I think if they updated this one, I mean, for $10, I think... $10 is too steep. I never saw this go on sale, which is kind of disappointing. I think, for me, I wouldn't even say this is a $5 game. It's not a bad game, but like it's so outdated with no controller support that we can discern. I think like $2 to $5 tops. I can't pay the full 10.
I think at this point, the only reason why you should even buy this game is to just say, kids,
I own the game, that first game that wasn't by Valve.
Exactly.
On Steam.
And even then, you could just get the orange box, and it's much better. You get 4 games for the price of 1, and it's fun.
And then you can mod Half-Life 2 and whatever.
And then Half-Life 3. And then you play Counter-Strike that's free to play.
It's a cool concept. Like, I think the style and everything, as I said, it's great. But, like, this, unfortunately, because you can't use a controller, there's some games you need the controller. In this game, I feel like, no matter how many stages, the 10 stages, whatever there are, and like the 10 different character customizations you can do to your arm, legs, face.
Which all don't really make your own character. It feels more like you're making a Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because the way that you scroll along a bar to choose, like a slide bar, you don't really get customization because it's like limited customization.
It's more like, oh hey, here's the arms of character A with the head of character B. And there was a torso option that I felt kind of funny, but
Mhm.
and we never even got to use our custom characters.
Well, you had to save it, right?
Yeah, we saved it, but we didn't use them.
I used mine.
Oh,
The
okay.
character we were playing as was the custom character.
Whoops.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like, $2 to $5. If they update it with controller support, yeah, I'd give this probably a 7 or more. But like, there's no reason for them not to update it. Like, to support any. Like, it doesn't matter if the game's 10 years old. Like, look what Blizzard does, and look what other companies do with games that are super old. Like, if they're going to put it on Steam, they can remaster it or just add controller support. It's not super hard. I'm sure
I've seen
bring more people to buy
like
the
you
game.
see a lot of Steam games just do like, oh hey, here's a remaster, here's the game for like 30% off.
I don't think it even needs. That's the thing. It doesn't even need a remaster. It just needs like
an updated controller support.
I don't think it would be that hard for them to do. So it's unfortunate, but it's authentic. I'll give it that. Like the sounds, everything. It feels.
Yeah, graphics
kung fu-y.
are authentic.
Super kung fu-y.
Yeah. So basically, any points it lost in gameplay and controls, it definitely gained in sound and graphics.
Yeah. So I think we kung fu-y this one.
Okay. Hang on while I pull and
Kung fu. Keep
Dead.
on gaming. Bye.